Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I got another silver video for the silver buffs out there, another precious metals video. Just got a purchase. This is my first purchase ever from APMEX, and I'm very satisfied with the service. I'm satisfied with the deals that they had. I had purchased a 100-ounce bar of silver, as well as an impulse purchase, 45 caliber molded round. Wasn't planning on getting that, but happened to see it and I had to have it. But I want to talk about this a little bit. First off, I've never ordered from APMEX before, so I don't know what to expect. I'll tell you about my my whole experience with them. But this isn't something that was spur of the moment. I've been saving money aside for about a year to make this purchase. It was one of my goals when I got into silver to eventually get a 100-ounce bar. And I want to continue with that. I do have other different goals. I do want to start accumulating like some silver eagles and so forth. But this is something that I just always wanted. I always wanted a big old hunk of silver. And now I finally have one. But again, for people out there who are just getting into silver, or you don't want to invest a bunch of money into it right away, or maybe just don't have the money to invest. Like I've said many times before with knives or guns or anything, if you want something and you can be patient, you can probably have it. It's just a matter of time, okay? A year ago, I wanted this that month, but I couldn't afford to do it. 2 or 3 months later, I still couldn't afford to do it. It took me a year to set aside the money to purchase this. And I finally did. And it feels good to be patient and to, have enough control not to spend that money. Of course, silver investing is a hobby for me. It's not a top priority. Like everyone else, I have bills that I have to pay. I have very important things I have to do financially. So it's not something, I'm not in a position to just go out and, buy 100 ounces of silver whenever I want. But patience is key, okay? So put a little money aside and it will grow. Well, anyway, I'm not going to preach to you guys about, silver and investing, all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of information out there from people who are far more knowledgeable about this whole thing. I'm just giving my perspective as just a guy who likes the hobby and understands and appreciates the investment that's involved here. So anyway, let me just talk about what I got, why, all that kind of stuff. So I knew I was going to order from APMEX because I wanted to get a larger quantity of silver, and I also wanted to get a pretty good price. They happened to have a deal on this at the time when I ordered it, so that's what I went with. But I struggled for about 2 or 3 days. I literally kept changing what was in my cart because my original goal was to get 100 ounces, a 100-ounce bar, okay, one big bar. Then I kind of thought, well, I got the money, maybe I should get an ounce of gold instead because it's going to be a long time before I can ever invest in gold. And I thought, yeah, I really want that. I want a gold eagle. And I'm like, no, let me just stick with silver. Then I went to, okay, well, let me get, 100 silver eagles instead. But then, I'm paying more in a premium. And I went back and forth, literally for like 2 or 3 days, just constantly changing my cart. And I finally just said, you know what? Let me just stick with my original goal, and that was to get a 100-ounce bar, okay? Just a big old hunk of silver. And that's what I did. I decided on APMEX just because the name is so well known. It'd be very easy to flip this down the road, very easy to sell it. They do have stackers as well, which is cool, and I kind of like that idea, but I just like the design of this one better. So I placed my order. It was free shipping for priority 3-day, but it was delayed. So I was really worried that it was like stolen in the mail or got lost or something. I was kind of freaking out a little bit. It took a lot longer than I was supposed to, but it eventually arrived today, and I was very happy to see it. Packaging was very good. First thing I'll note is that it was very discreet. Okay, just says shipping. It doesn't say, hey, there's a bunch of silver in here. It doesn't say this package is worth a lot of money. Doesn't say APMEX on it anywhere. Very discreet. So I like that. That's very important to me. I think the majority of precious metals dealers do ship things discreetly. So it's not like, hey, guess what? I'm worth a lot of money. You should probably steal me. So I was happy with that. So then I opened the box, and then I found this another box inside, which is nice. Good little presentation. Nice box for storage and stuff. So I think I'll even reuse this, throw some coins in there or whatever. It was very well padded, as you can see, so it wasn't moving around at all. And then the actual silver bar came in this box. Okay, so if you didn't want to, if you're worried about tarnishing or whatever, you can store these in the wooden box, or excuse me, the cardboard boxes here, and stack them in your safe or wherever you happen to keep your silver. So I thought that was very cool. Packaging was awesome. Also, I got this, which was just a random little thank you kind of thing. This is a little booklet of a bunch of different like sticky notes. There's large sticky notes, smaller ones, and then like little page markers. Kind of random. Has nothing to do with anything, but it's like a little free gift for ordering from them. I'll actually use this. It's nice. Good little thing to have in your office. But yeah, nice little free gift. So here's the silver. Now let me talk about this. This was an impulse purchase. I saw this on the site. This is a 45 caliber round. Okay, the bullet and the casing and everything. And you can see on the bottom here, 999 fine. 1 ounce. It's a 1 ounce piece. And AG is for silver. If you don't know, it's the element abbreviation. And this is true to size. This fits fine in a 45 magazine. However, I was very tempted to chamber the round, but I noticed at the last second that the cartridge rim is actually a little bit fatter than a real 45. So I ended up not trying to load it because I was afraid that the extractor, it would jam in there. The extractor wouldn't be able to pop it out. So obviously not something I want to do. Pretty cool. This was 20 bucks. Okay, now I purchased this silver when silver was at $14.05 per troy ounce. Okay, so $14.05 is when I made the purchase. So $20, that carried a $6 premium. Okay, basically I paid $6 more than the value of silver for this just as an art piece. So it does carry a higher premium. I was very tempted to get a box of them. They have a box, I think, of 10 rounds. Really cool presentation. It'd be really cool just to get like a Glock mag or something, and just or even a 1911 mag, and load it up with these silver rounds for a presentation to store your silver and stuff. Very cool idea. And I was very tempted, but when I buy silver, I try not to spend too much extra on the premium stuff just because of its artsy-fartsy, kind of collectability. I try to stay more, as cheap as I can possibly go. But, this was more or less going with the cheaper option. This was going with, hey, it's really cool. Got to have one. They actually carried a bunch of different ammunition-related stuff. So they have the 45. They have like a 308 caliber, which I want to say was maybe a 3 or 5 ounce piece. They had a cannon or a machine gun round, and then like a cannon round. You can get a 100 ounce round. It was like this big, and it is true to size to, like, I don't know, a cannon round or something. I don't really know. I'm not very knowledgeable in the really high caliber rifle ammunition. They did have a 50 BMG. I want to say that was probably like a 10 ounce piece or 20 ounce piece, something like that. So if you're really, really into your guns and really, really into your silver, those may be some items that you want to get. They did also have, I think it was a 5 troy ounce 12 gauge shotgun shell, which is also pretty cool. But again, it had a little bit of a higher premium on it, so I didn't want to spend the money. But I did cave in at least getting one of these, because it's pretty damn cool. I like it. So main attraction here, of course, is this bar. Now, I'm not one of those guys who go throw on cotton gloves. I'm not bashing the people who do. I totally understand it. But the silver for me, if it ever gets tarnished, I know how to clean it. It's not a problem. I can clean it and polish it back up just like the day I got it. So I don't mind touching my silver. This is very, very heavy. It's a big hunk of silver. And obviously you can see beautiful sheen on this. APMEX 100 troy ounces, 0.999 fine silver. All right, and then of course their emblem here, which is very cool. American Precious Metals Exchange, 100 troy ounces. And on the back, APMEX, of course, their website. Now, if you look at the bottom here, it says manufactured by SMI. That is the Sunshine Mint, also very well known. That's the company that actually made these. There's another company that makes their stackers. Okay, so they outsource the manufacturing of their silver. I don't remember exactly offhand what their stackers are, or who makes their stackers, but you can see on the bottom right, 2009 is when this was actually produced. Okay, so pretty cool. I really like it. I mean, it's a big hunk of silver. This thing's heavy. I think it's, I don't know offhand, 6.5 pounds or something like that. In comparison, if you want to know how heavy it is. But I'm very pleased with the whole process. Like I said, a little bit worried about it taking so long to ship, but that's a shipping thing. I don't put any blame on APMEX for that. It's a postal service issue. You pay for these services, but you read the fine print, they're not guaranteed. So you're paying 3-day priority mail. Guess what? It didn't take 3 days, and they're not responsible for that. Stuff happens. That's kind of the answer you get. Something happened. Oh well. At least you got it. I don't know their policy. Like, let's say it was lost. There was, I think, $100 insurance on this package. So that's a questionable thing. If you obviously have something of value more than $100 and then it gets lost, I mean, do you get stiffed? Do you just get your $100, mail insurance or what? I don't know how they take care of those issues. Thank God I don't have to worry about that right now. But if you happen to have a story about ordering from APMEX and having a problem, please do, post in the comments. But my experience has been very good. I ended up buying this. This was 99 cents over spot. All right, so I'm very, very happy with that price point. In my opinion, at least within 6 months, I personally feel like I'll make back the money on the premium, if not way sooner. Silver's already going up, like, I don't know what it was this morning. I think 444 or 443, something like that. So it's already going up, since my purchase. But, it's constantly fluctuating. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. But I'm confident. I'm confident within the year, if I really need to sell this, I could get my money back. But that's not the point. The point is to have it for many, many years. My real idea is to be able to give this to my kid one day, when I'm an old man. That's what I want to do. I want to save this investment forever. But, life happens. That's not always realistic. I may get into a pinch in the future, and it's forced savings for me. This is my bank account, okay? I don't have money in a regular bank account. Never really did. The interest rates suck, first of all. But I'm not going to get into the whole thing on that. But yeah, I like to, instead of having money in a bank account and the bank makes interest on you and gives you pennies, for basically allowing them to make money off of your money, I'd rather just, trade those fiat paper money, that promise from the government for real money, which you're looking at right here, real money. So, of course, just my opinion. But hey, if you clicked on a silver video, you probably share that same opinion, or you're bored and it's like 1 in the morning and there's nothing else to watch. So you figure, I'll just watch that video. Either way, I thank you very much for tuning in, whether you have a true interest in this or not. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys. So before I go, I just want to show you real quick this 45 round here. I am in 0 and I'm in troy ounces here. All right, OZT. And you can see that it's coming in at exactly 1 troy ounce. Well, it's 4 100ths over. I don't mind that. It's so insignificant, but let's give that another shot here. So these 45 caliber rounds are perfectly weighted, as expected. But here's the thing. I don't have a scale that can accurately measure this silver, or weigh this silver, rather. So I got to work on that. If you guys have a recommendation, if you happen to get into some of the larger silver and you have a scale that you really like, I'd love to hear about it, because I do want to weigh this. Even though it is trusted, I can sell this pretty much to any silver dealer. They're going to know the APMEX name and they're going to entrust in that. But I, just out of curiosity, like to weigh it just to make sure. So anyway, there you go. There's my my silver haul video. Does not happen often. Very excited about it, and hopefully I can add to this in the future. We will see. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day. And for all the silver bugs out there, post down in the comments your recent silver haul. And I'm interested in knowing how many people who are really into silver also invest in gold. I think at some point you start to accumulate a little gold. Maybe you get like a 10-ounce piece, or a round or something. Then maybe you get like a ½ ounce, and then all of a sudden you start buying coin, full ounce coins or something, or bars. I'm just really interested. My silver portfolio is slowly growing. It's really not impressive at all to anyone who actually collects this stuff. But for me, it's nice to know I have a little money in the bank, so to speak. But my gold is non-existent. I have 1 gram of raw gold. That is it. So I'm not 100% sure whether I want to invest in gold and platinum, and even, I'll probably always stay away from palladium just because it's a little bit more rare. You usually see a higher premium on it. But I don't know. I might get into a little bit of gold, a little bit of platinum in the future. But, I'm pretty much a silver guy, true and true. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.